Take a breath. You're here. This is the Her Perspective, a space for real conversation and becoming in real time. Welcome to the Her Perspective, a podcast for people navigating growth in real time. I'm your host, Victoria, and today is more of a wrap up. It's a reflection on what this season actually did for me. And honestly, this one feels a little bit more personal, not because I have everything figured out, but because I can feel that something in me has actually shifted, not just in what I've been saying, but how I've been showing up. And I think the biggest thing I'm taking away from this season, I didn't just talk about it, I changed in it. When I started this season, I was still trying to understand myself, how I showed up, why I moved the way I did, what this season of my life actually required from me. And if I'm being honest, I didn't realize how much of me was still operating on old patterns. Patterns that actually look normal to me. Over explaining, over giving, feeling like I needed to be understood, feeling like I needed to be needed. And it wasn't until I started talking through it out loud that I really heard myself. And that when things started to shift, I realized I was performing, not just for love, but for attention, for validation, for the feeling of just being needed. And that truth alone was so uncomfortable, but it was necessary because once I saw it, I couldn't ignore it. So I had to make a decision that I wasn't going to keep showing up like that. I did not have to prove who I am. I did not have to explain every shift, that I didn't have to apologize for growing. And I want to be clear about something. It did not happen overnight. It didn't mean I got everything right. There are still some moments where I caught myself over explaining, about to overgive, about to respond in a way that felt familiar but not aligned. But the difference now is that I noticed it. And awareness changes everything. Because once you're aware, you have a choice to keep doing what you've always done or a choice to move differently. And this season, I started changing and choosing to move differently. Not perfectly, but intentionally. I started pausing more. I started saying less. I started asking myself why I was doing certain things. And most of all, I started choosing myself in ways that I didn't before. And that isn't always easy either, because when you change how you show up, it can change how people respond to you. It can feel unfamiliar. It can feel uncomfortable. It can even feel lonely at times. But I realize that discomfort isn't always a sign that something is wrong. Sometimes it's a sign that something is changing. And I've learned to not run from that. By this last episode, I got to a place where I wasn't trying to figure myself out anymore. I just wanted to be, not performing, not explaining, not adjusting, just be. And that feels like a different kind of freedom. Not loud, not performative, just honest. And I think that that's what this season really gave me: clarity, awareness, and the courage to move differently. So, if you've been listening to this season of the Her Perspective and something in you has been shifted too, I want you to pay attention to that. Don't ignore it. Don't shrink it. Don't talk yourself out of it. That awareness that you feel, that's where the growth starts. And guess what? It's okay if it feels uncomfortable. It's okay if it changes how you move. It's okay if it changes what you tolerate. It's okay if it changes who you connect with. That doesn't mean you're losing yourself. It means you're becoming more of who you actually are. And as we move into this next season, I am not focusing on figuring everything out anymore. I've done that work. Now I want to live in it. I want to apply it. I want to experience it. I want to actually enjoy the life I've been building. So, season 3, it's going to feel a little different. It's not just going to be about awareness, but it's actually going to be about action. What I look like when I actually choose myself in real life. What it looks like to pour into yourself without guilt. What it looks like to stop waiting and actually enjoy life. You are going to hear more of me living this out in real time. Not just processing it, but actually walking in it. Choosing differently, moving differently, and showing up differently. Less overthinking and more living. Less explaining, more being. And honestly, I think that's the part that I'm most excited about. So before I close this season, I just want to leave you with this. You don't have to rush your growth. You don't have to perform your healing. And you don't have to explain your becoming. You just have to be honest. Honest about where you are. Honest about what you're learning. And honest about what needs to change. And if you can do that, you're actually already moving forward. And whether you're in the process of it right now, give yourself permission to keep becoming at your pace, in your way, and in your own time. Thank you for being here with me this season. I'll meet you in the next one. Talk soon.